I'm a retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Ben Hodges. My last assignment in the Army was as the commander of U.S. Army Europe from 2014 to 2017 here in Wiesbaden, Germany. Ukraine has achieved irreversible momentum. They will probably push Russian forces back to the 23 February line in the next 2 months, and they will liberate Crimea by next summer. Russia has terrible logistics problems, and their situation gets worse. The mobilization of the 300,000-ish people, not only was it terribly executed, but they've already had hundreds of these soldiers killed. They're untrained, poorly equipped, being sent into combat, and they're paying the price. The Kremlin knew this, of course, and they're trading bodies for time, hoping to string this out. And it also, the fact that 500,000 military-age males left the country rather than get mobilized tells you that there is no stomach for this fight in Russia, and which is why Putin wanted to avoid even making it a Russian war, instead a so-called special military operation. And we know from history that war is a test of will as much as a test of logistics. And the willpower that we're seeing from Russian forces, they will crack under heavy pressure from Ukrainian forces, which have very high morale, and the stresses of a nasty winter is going to make it very difficult for them. And I think that's why I have a lot of optimism about potential Russian collapse. Well, the forces that are coming from once Kherson falls, and that's probably going to be a pretty big fight here over the next few weeks, and then the other forces coming down from the north through Donetsk and Luhansk, you would say, or I would say, that all roads lead to Crimea, but they're not going to just, charge across the Perekop Peninsula or Isthmus. They're going to get the HIMARS in range to start hitting Russian targets inside of Crimea. They'll probably, I would anticipate that they'll keep pressure on the Kerch Bridge, which is still not repaired yet. And so it'll be a variety of things that they do, from kinetic to non-kinetic to attacking the logistics that are necessary to keep Russians supplied in Crimea. All of these things. And we already know that the Black Sea Fleet is nowhere to be seen. All they do is launch missiles. They don't come out into the sea. They're terrified of Ukrainian anti-ship missiles, and Ukraine doesn't even have a navy. So, and the Russian Air Force also has not been a significant contributor as well. So it's going to take time, but I think the Ukrainians will continue to be very clever on how they employ their capabilities.